What's going on, everybody? This is Al from NCAA 06 Revival, and in the last video we finished up the bowl game with against Michigan State. Unfortunately, we were not able to get invited to the Big 12 or any other conference. Therefore, as I said all of last season, I was going to move on to another team, and I decided to take on the Washington State job. I'm really excited about what's going to come here in the next, hopefully, plenty of seasons. I want to make a long run with this team. It was great with SMU. We've done a lot of good things there, but now it's time to move on. There were a few teams that I narrowed it down to. As I mentioned, I didn't want to do any of the blue blood basketball schools, so I want to go up to the next tier, a bunch of three-star bad teams. And Oklahoma State was one, of course, Washington State, and Minnesota was another one. And Washington State just really caught my eye. I haven't even looked at the roster all that hard. I know they got some decent tight ends. I was looking at the running some type of offense that featured tight ends, and last video I kind of mentioned the type of offense I was going to run. Well, I finally decided what I'm going to do is we are going to run the run and shoot offense. Now, I ran my Hawaii Dynasty a year or so ago, and I just done one season with them, and I ran the modern version of the run and shoot. I was in gun spread and gun trips 95% of the time. Well, the run and shoot offense that we're going to run is we are going to run every single one of them. That means we're going to run the power shoot offense. I've had probably more positive feedback on the power shoot stuff, those videos I put on the channel several years ago, than any other type of offense. People just really like that. Well, guess what? You're going to see that and then some. Those videos only really covered stuff out of Ace Normal. Well, there's technically 4 really solid 12 personnel sets that have plays that have a lot of run and shoot principles to them. Ace Big Twins, Ace Normal, Ace Twins, and Shotgun Ace. 12 personnel, power shoot, a lot of tight end love is going to be in this offense. I think you'll really enjoy all that. So if you just done the bare bones version of the parachute and you really enjoy that and you wanted more, where you're going to see a ton of it, 4 times as much at least, because there's about 2 to 3 plays out of each one of these that kind of make up the power shoot offense. Again, Ace Big Twins, Ace Normal, Ace Twins, Shotgun Ace. That is the power shoot. Well, that's not all. Now, we're going to also add the traditional, the original run and shoot. Flex bone slot, ace spread, and ace 4 wide receiver trips. This is where it all started out of these formations. A lot of good stuff here. We're still going to run our normal 5 to 6 main concepts out of the run and shoot from all these. Choice, slide, go, choice, switch, and smash. All 3 of them are in these formations. And then on top of that, hey, let's throw in the modern ones as well. Shotgun spread and gun trips. So there's technically 3 versions of the run and shoot we're all going to run. Now, all this is going to depend on the talent that I have. So you could consider this playbook a run and shoot playbook, but it's very roster friendly. If I got a bunch of good receivers, I'm going to go more to the spread sets. If I got some really good tight ends, you better believe it, I'm going to go to the power shoot sets. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I'm going to run the ball. You got to remember, run and shoot, half of the offense is running the ball. So I'm going to run the ball if I have an awesome running back, and I'm going to throw the ball when I got some good receivers and tight ends. So it's very roster friendly. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to throw a lot of deep balls. We're going to run down people's throats. I can't wait. So with all that being said, let's go to coach options. Now, we just took over Washington State. Now, this is my current setup back from SMU. We are switching this up. And I don't know if I've ever covered much of this before, but we'll go through some of this because we're definitely going to change some of this around. Okay, playbook, this is just when you simulate your games. I never simulate my games. I actually enjoy playing the game. But I'm going to change this anyways just for the heck of it. We'll go to Hawaii. They're like the only team in the game that actually runs run and shoot. So we'll go with here. Again, this will not affect me whatsoever because I do not simulate the games. This makes a big difference, the type of offense that you are planning to run, because it affects your recruiting and the type of players that you need and the bare minimum on the depth chart and all that good stuff. Well, since we're running all three kinds of run and shoot, I need a little bit of everything. I need some tight ends, receivers, running backs, even a fullback or two. Normally, I would go with a spread offense in this case, but the only problem is in the spread offense type, this game only cares if you only have 2 tight ends on the roster. But half of our offense is the power shoot. So I need some more guys. And I also need a fullback or two for the flex bone slot plays. So the best option type for what I'm going to do is balance. It just gives me a little bit of everything. And it still requires me to have, at least 5 receivers. Of course, we're going to get more than that. It wants me to have at least 3 tight ends, at least 2 fullbacks. It just fits best what I'm trying to do offensively. Defensively, I'm going to play around a little bit with this. I think I'm going to try some 4-2-5. I haven't done much of this. I'm still going to try to run my normal concepts, but out of this formation, we'll see how it goes. I need to practice some of it, by the way, too. But that's what we're going to go with. So, okay, so offense, again, this is just simulation purposes, but I'm going to change it up anyways, just for my sanity. I'm going to do 50 run, 50 pass. Again, it all depends on the talent that I have. If I got some awesome running backs, you better believe I'm going to run the ball more than usual, and vice versa. So I'm going to put all this at 50-50. It doesn't really matter. Again, it's just all simulation. Next, we want to go to defense. We're just going to keep the same thing, just right down the middle. We still want to keep these 2 assistant things triggered off. I want the CPU to not touch any of my recruiting. Okay, so now we got all that set, and all this, hoopla about the run and shoot, and yet I'm running a completely different defense too. So it's going to be pretty neat. You're going to see a bunch of whole new stuff on both sides of the ball. Okay, let's go to in-season recruiting. It looks like the previous coach didn't do much in the regular season. We only got 1 running back, and he's a 3-star kid. He's got decent hands, and that's going to be pretty good. My offense, I need halfbacks who can run the ball, but every now and then, they may catch the ball. It just kind of depends on the play I'm picking. So I'm just going to try to find the best running backs I can find. But more or less, I want beefy guys. I kind of want super backs. So this guy right here, he's not my ideal halfback for this offense, but I can make it work. So it's not that big of a deal. But we only picked up 1. Now we can look at the overall roster here. We got 57 total players coming back. And we got 1 commitment. So that means we got 12 spots. Now they're 5 and 6. 12 spots. We don't know who's going to be sent, who were starters, who left. So what I may do is like an even split. Probably do 40 recruiting, 40 training, and then 20 for discipline. And speaking of what we can go to rosters. We can also go to program standards. And good news is our team interest bar is pretty low. There's still a little bit there, but I still want to put 20 discipline points in here for now. Percentage-wise. Right now it says I got 80, but that's part of this regular season, so that doesn't count. So I think the fact that I only have about 12 spots, I don't want to over-recruit a bunch of players. I don't have a lot of points to spend anyways. Plus, I got a bunch of players coming back, so I think it's just safe to do an even split of 40-40-20. Okay. Now, we're going to look at the current roster here shortly. I'd rather look at it once all the seniors are off the list. It's just much easier to look at. Okay. Now, off-season schedule. Let's go to school budgets. I want to go, since our bar is low, we'll just do 20 here, and we're going to do 40 and 40. I'm not going to have a whole lot of points to play with on either side, and I don't know how excited a bunch of players are wanting to come to Washington State after a 5 and 6 team. It's going to be my second recruiting class is what's really going to help us. So I think let's play it safe. We'll split it like this. So let's go to players leaving. We'll see if I have anybody want to transfer or whatnot. I'm super excited. I can't tell you how excited I am. Just do a bunch of new stuff, new offense, new defense. I always felt bad that I didn't finish out the Hawaii Dynasty. Could have given it a few more years, could have let you watch a lot more run and shoot. But now you're going to see a ton of it. Oh, I can't wait. And then we're going to run a whole new defense. It's just going to be a whole lot of fun. So we got an 88 overall receiver, Tony Williamson, 6'3", 224, who wants to go pro. We're going to just do the bare minimum. I only got 200 points to play with out of the gate. So we're just going to do the minimum, and I always thought this is a crapshoot anyways. You could put a ton of points or not many. It's all been random on my end, so I'm just going to do the bare minimum. Okay, he's going to move on. So I hate to see him go, but the good news is I think we still got like 8 receivers on the roster, so we got bodies there at least. Okay, so that means we got 13 spots to fill, which means I should have 197 points for the first week, and it slowly goes down towards the end of, or towards the 5th week. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at our roster. I kind of need to see what we got. I haven't taken any notes. I kind of want to do that live, so to speak, and let you kind of hear kind of my thoughts as I look through my roster and kind of what I need. And towards the end, I'll just write down the numbers of how many players I need for each position. And if it comes out to around 13, then I should be good to go. Then we'll look at our pipeline states. I'm pretty sure it's Washington State and California. And that's probably it. Maybe Oregon. I don't know. We're not going to have many to play with. And that's another thing. Recruiting is going to be much harder at Washington State than it is at SMU. SMU, I had the great state of Texas. I had Oklahoma and Louisiana. I mean, I could get kind of whatever player I wanted, even at that level. I didn't have to spend a whole lot of points either. Even if I win a lot at Washington State, recruiting will always be tough because I don't have a whole lot of good pipeline states around me or good talent-rich area. I mean, what's my closest? What, Montana, Wyoming, Oregon? I mean, it's California, Washington. So I may have to recruit nationally and just spend a ton of points. I don't know. We'll just see. But I knew I was going to have a ton of players back, so hopefully some decent ones at least. If not, first year may be kind of rough, but we'll make it work one way or another. Again, first thing we're going to look at is the roster. And I think this video may be kind of long, more long than usual, just because I haven't looked at the roster hard, so I need to take the notes, and that's going to take me a little bit. So let's go through all that. So it appears that I have Oregon and California, and I have Canada apparently is a pipeline. So I may try to use Canada as a pipeline. Now you can see here current players from Canada 10. Washington 24, that's not bad. Oregon 3, that's a bad pipeline. California, current players from Cal. Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot. But still current players. So 17, 3, 24, and 10. That's a lot of players on the roster. I mean, that's 1/7 of the roster. Actually, it's a little higher than that from Canada. So I may try to keep that as a pipeline. But look what else is around me. Montana, Idaho. We got Wyoming. Here's Colorado, Utah, Nevada. So recruiting's going to be quite the challenge, to say the least. Okay, let's go back out. No, let's go here. Let's go to returning players. Let's just look at our roster, see what we have. Okay, we got a pretty good quarterback. He's a redshirt junior, 87 overall, and it looks like all these kids can throw the ball. Run and shoot. I need somebody who could throw it deep and who's accurate, so I just need the best arms I can find, and it looks like all 3 of these guys are pretty good. We got a redshirt freshman. His accuracy's not the best, but all 3 have good throwing power, so that's a good start. 87, 80, 78, and I like the spread. We got a senior, we got a junior, we got a freshman. So unless a quarterback really wants to come, I'm not too worried about getting a quarterback right now. But I will put, let me just write a note. We're going to go QB, and I'm going to just put -1, like just in case. An awesome quarterback just wants to come. Okay. Halfback. We have 78, 76. Okay, so we got some guys that can run this thing, that are strong. I want guys who are big. If they can catch, that's pretty cool. Oh, this guy. Oh, my gosh. This kid's the real deal right here. 86. He's a senior, so we only get to have him for 1 year. But he's not very fast, but that's okay. But he's got 78 strength I bet his break tackle's good too. 92 break tackle. And he can catch. Oh my gosh, this is the ideal running back or super back for the offense. So that's going to be a good start for us. But he's a senior. We also got another senior and 2 freshmen. Now, these 2 freshmen, this kid could be okay down the road. Maybe. Not really. He's 70 overall. Probably not. Really slow. And the 3-star kid that we picked up is not exactly the type of running back we need. So let me just put halfback. I'll just put a 1 here. Hopefully Wade doesn't get hurt next year and he can springboard into some other running backs next season. Fullback, we need some fullbacks, obviously. Let me just click here right now. Okay, let's just look here. Fullback, we'll probably need to get 2. Now for fullback, I think I may just go traditional fullback, just get an actual one, because the fullback, he's only going to be in the offense for 1 formation, which is the flex bone slot. And the only pass play that I'm going to use out of that formation that actually has him going out for a pass is vertical. The rest of them have him for blocking. So I pretty much just need a fullback that could just block for us. So I'm going to probably get it just like a local kid. I'm still going to put 2 here. And maybe just get, it's not a big deal if I don't get super talent at this position. But if you notice here, receivers, I got a ton of them. So we'll go back to that. Let's go to returning players. Okay. Halfback, I got for 1. Fullback, we're going to need a couple. Receiver, we don't have a ton of talent here. We actually have as much talent as we did at SMU. Senior, junior, sophomore, a little bit across the board, but not very good talent. Junior, sophomore, these guys, I can make it work, but this is below average for the Pac-10. But I doubt any receiver will want to come because we got so many players. But let me just write down. For receiver, I'll put 2 and a question mark. In case I accidentally recruit over, I can get rid of one of these guys. No offense, but I hate to do it, but 62. Come on. That's not very good. But I got a lot of bodies here at least. Okay, tight end. This is what we're looking for. This is the only thing I was really paying attention when I was doing my scouting, going through the other teams that I was looking for to take over. I was looking for a team that had a tight end or 2 that can do something with. And Washington State has 2 of them, a junior and a sophomore. 76 speed, 76 catch. This guy's perfect for what I want to do. Now, he's not the most talented, but I can get by with him. His backup is 72 overall, Jason Sharp, and I'll get their names later. It's just going to take me a while. 74 speed and not much at catch. So, since half of the offense is power shoot, we're going to go at least 2 plus for tight end. Tackle, it's obvious we need bodies. We got a senior, sophomore, junior. So tackle, we need to get a couple of these guys here. This guy will be gone, so we need at least 2. We're going to go 2 plus on tackle. Guard, we got a senior, junior, and a junior. And those are actually serviceable backups. Even though they're in the 70s, we can maybe get by with it. Senior, freshman, a lot of upperclassmen. Gosh, we're going to need more than 13 guys, I'm afraid. I'll go 1 to 2 here. Center, we need bodies in the worst way. I may move a guard over to center if I can't find a true freshman center that I just can't take over. So for now, we'll go 2 on the center. That's already 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've already got 13 guys listed on my notes, and that's just for offense. Okay, the 4-2-5. Let me go back here. 4-2-5, the way it works, if I'm not mistaken, in this game, you got your 4-down lineman, nothing changes there, but you got 2 strong safeties. You're pretty much replacing an outside linebacker with a strong safety. Now, your 2 linebackers that are going to be out on the field is an outside linebacker and a middle linebacker. But for now, we got a junior and a senior, sophomore, and their speed is terrible. Man, that's bad. Just not much here. Okay, Defensive tackle, whew, not much there. 80. Sophomore, that's pretty good right there. It's 85 outside linebacker. He'll probably be my starting outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, a couple of these guys may go to defensive end. Or one of them may go, because I only need one. I don't need as many middle linebackers as I'm running a 4-2-5. Like one of these right here, they're not the biggest, but I can make it work. They're a whole lot better than what we have on this. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. They're just really slow. That's what worries me. 80, 65. Corners, we're only going to run 2 at a time, so I don't need a whole lot of bodies here. But we got our two best are seniors, so let's put corners at. I'm going to put first middle linebacker. We're always going to use those for defensive ends and middle linebacker in general, and outside linebacker if needed. So always get multiple middle linebackers if you can. We're going to go corner. Probably go 1 or 2 here. Let me do 1 or 2. Free safety. I'm hoping we got 2 guys that are just neck and neck, a senior and a junior. That's just not a whole lot there. I got 2 guys 70 over. That's bad. Whew. This is a bad team. We're going to go at least 2 on strong safety because we need some bodies there in the worst way, and some good ones. Kicker. Ooh, that's bad. 56. We're going to put a kicker from 1. And punter. We'll just go 1. And I'm glad I didn't put a ton in the recruiting just because we're not going to have a ton of points to play with to get a lot of these guys. It's the next recruiting class. It's what I worry about. So, okay, now let's go to interested prospects. Only one 4-star player is interested. He's out of Washington. Local kid. Probably need to go get him. If you kind of look at just all the interested, Washington, California, Washington, Canada, and then we're getting the 2-star. So, not looking good. So let's go 192 points to play with. Okay, let's just go ahead and scout some of these guys. I know. Oh my gosh, look at that numbers. Oh, here's another thing I forgot. Forgot to mention this. Now, we're running all kinds of the run and shoot, all 3 of them. You got to remember that some of the run plays I'm going to use, since we're under center, we're going to do dive, slam, and we're going to do toss, a la our option. And we have flex bone slot, which means we can run triple shoot, triple option. I need an arm in the worst way, but it also will be cool if I can find somebody that can run a little bit. This kid can run a 4.78. That tells me he's probably got 70 speed, 72. But that's pretty cool. But look at his arms. Arm strength, A+. Pass accuracy, A+. We got to get this kid, like in the worst way. I'm going to go ahead and put a scholarship on here. We're going to just do a 1. I don't even know where prestige we are. We were a 3. We may be down to a 2. But we got to get the program prestige 1 out of the way. I do have corner listed here. Let's just go down the line. Washington, Canada, Washington, Washington. Again, the first week I always just want to scout. We'll scout all the interested players. So let's just go down the line here. Jay Cleveland, you never know. 4.39. C+ hands, I don't know what he can do. If he could play corner or safety, strong safety, that'd be great. Kid out of Canada. He's a JUCO, though. But we're going to need some bodies, though. We'll just scout him anyways. We got him. I'm not worried about these other. We just don't need the bodies yet, so I'm going to hold my points for now on those. Halfback. Let's look and see if we got any power guys. This is the only power player. He's a California kid. And I don't really need the bodies. We can scout him, though. His bench press. We need somebody who's strong. Squad's break tackle. That's just not a good ball player, so we're not going to go with him. The rest of them, we just don't need. Fullback, we got a couple. Let's just scout all 3. Illinois. I'm not going to bother yet. We just need somebody who's smart. Let's go with this local kid. 4.48. He's a JUCO, though. Awareness is he's got good hands. That'd actually be kind of beneficial on that vertical play. I'm not going to put a scholarship on him yet. Wide receiver, of course, we don't have anybody that's willing to come. I'm not going to waste it on 1 star. 3 star, he's big enough. I'm not going to... We're going to wait till the next week to scout any of these guys. We're going to see if anybody got upset that we didn't go after them. So let's just go back to interested prospects. Tackle. Kid out of Washington. I'd love to... 500, 695. I don't know. That's pretty good size. That's probably what we need. Let's just go ahead and scout him. Let's just do the program prestige. Go ahead and put the scholarship on him. Let's see. Yeah. Guards. Let's just go back here. Canada. California. Yeah, I'm not going to do the JUCO. California. Washington. Maybe a 2-star kid may be really tough. Who knows? Oregon. And I'm just going to go after the kid with the Canada. I'm about to run out of points. I better be safe with this. Canada, California. Let's go. Let's just do a bunch of local kids. We'll do Canada as well. 6'6", 240. We'll scout him. Just not a whole lot there. Defensive tackle. California. I don't like his. He's so small. Outside linebacker. Wow, 4.43. Man, if it was a 4.31, jeez. That guy's an actual safety, strong safety to me. He's a Washington kid. Let's definitely put a scholarship on him. Another 6'3", 252. Golly. I love his stats. I still want to scout him. I still don't mind doing that. C+ hands. His size is humongous. He's like a future defense. 4.52. Golly. Another kid out of... He's 4'2", 6 feet tall. That's good enough for our purposes. He's good potential. Good discipline. There's a kid out of Alaska. 6'1". 4.48 though. We don't need that many bodies though. Free safety, I don't... It's not a need. Strong safety, we need some bodies here. California. Canada. I'm just going to go up to the 2 stars. And then we'll just kind of see if anybody's interested or not. Kid out of Washington, kicker. Washington, a kicker. I'm not even looking at their stats. B+, A, A-, A-. We'll take either one of them. I'm not ready to put a scholarship on him yet. 1 star. Okay. 3 star. We just need bodies, don't we? Let's just go ahead and put a scholarship on this kid. We'll do the bare minimum. Strong safety. We're going to do the bare minimum. This fullback, we need the bodies, and I don't want to walk on, so let's go ahead and do that. Defensive end, gosh, I don't want to do it. I'd rather... He's just not fast enough. He's not big enough. Well, let's go ahead and do it. I've already scouted the rest of these. 6'3", 274. So here's the thing with the 4.25. Your strong safeties are on the edge a lot. And I think they're going to be doing a lot of blitzing for me instead of the defensive ends. So we'll see what happens there. Let's look at this quarterback. 14 points left. 6'2", 208 defensive end. I mean, who's going to recruit that kid? Seriously. I don't like her size. 6'4", 271. I may need bigger defensive ends in this defense. I haven't thought about that. Now, their strength isn't all that great. 360, 495 compared to the middle linebackers. 386, 55. Let's scout those. I got 2 points left. We'll leave it at that. 346, 20, 386, 40. 386, 55. Then you go to the defensive ends. 375, 85. So you just not that strong. Not as strong as a middle linebacker. Here's a 495. 360, 495. Yeah, I mean, you got to be in the 600s on your squad in order to have a chance to play defensive end for me. Okay, again, we are going to not bother with the overall. Oh, where are they at? The all prospects. The uninterested will wait and see if anybody gets upset in week 2. We're going to advance to next week. Do you want to CP to recruit Washington State? No. Okay, so from what I could tell there, it looks like there's a bunch of local kids in the state of Washington that can maybe fit. The quarterback looks incredible. He's a 4-star. He's got A+ power and A+ accuracy. That's the perfect quarterback for what I need. And he can run a little bit. He's not the best runner, but he can run a little bit. So he's like a future big-time quarterback for me. We had what was it? Not a fullback. We had a middle linebacker, Washington kid. I hope we can get him. A cornerback had a 4.2 speed, 6 feet. That's tall enough. I like to have a little taller. But beggars can't be choosers in this first class, that's for sure. So, okay, I'm still happy with my distribution of points. I think we're doing the even split since we got a bunch of guys coming back. I'm okay with what I've done with that. Again, we don't have a whole lot of scholarships to give anyways. And I still don't want to over-recruit. So I kind of like what I saw so far. So we're going to go back. We're going to try to go all in on the recruits that we did offer scholarships to. And fill out the rest of the scholarships with other players. And look at the all prospects. See if anybody liked or got upset that we didn't go after them any. I'm sure they're going to have us like bottom feeder of the conference. I think Arizona's really bad still. They may be like the other bad one. Okay, I wasn't expecting any prospect or any commitments there. So let's go to current targets. Craig Thomas, we got to get this kid in the worst ways. Let's just look at his teams here. Cal, Nebraska, Tech, USC. Nebraska and Texas Tech is kind of out of the way, sort of. I wonder if he's looking at playing time. I don't know. I don't know if it's location. Coach Prestige should still be okay. We could try Coach Prestige. We'll do the minimum, though. This corner. It wasn't program prestige. Virginia Tech, Oregon State, Miami, Wisconsin. Man, that is all over the place. I'm going to go playing time, maybe. Let's try that. See what he says. Virginia Tech, Oregon State, Miami, Wisconsin. I don't know. We'll just stick with that for now. Outside linebacker, ideal for what I need. We'll just do Coach Prestige for now. Get it out of the way. This tackle is 6'5", 360. He's got the size. I like his strength. And he loves program prestige. We're going to go all out with him. The fullback, the JUCO kid. Oregon State, Cal, Ohio State, Stanford. The majority of that's kind of localish, so... But we'll still do Coach Prestige for now. We'll play it safe. Looks like this kid wants to go to USC badly. But he likes our program prestige. Let's try to go all in. Maybe we'll get lucky here. Middle linebacker. This is the kid that I really want. Humongous. Local product. Washington, USC, Colorado, Oregon State. That tells me it's probably location. Defensive end. The 6'5", 240 kid. Virginia Tech, USC, Stanford. SMU. Interesting. Got him on there. That's cool. We'll go Coach Prestige. And we're done there. Okay. So we got a ton of points to play with. Let's go to all prospects and see if anybody gets upset. This may take me forever. I don't know. But I got to go through all of them. You just never know. Got to take a chance on somebody and see if anybody got mad. And then we'll go back to the interested prospects. Like, here's a 2-star kid. California. Athlete. 6'6", 236, 4'6", I don't know. Hands that are B. Is that a tight end? That could be a tight end. We'll see if he puts us in our top 5 or in his top 5 after doing that. Here's another kid out of Hawaii, 6'2", 192. 4.26. Maybe he's a defensive or a safety of some sort. But we'll do the scouting and we'll see if he gets us in his top 5 doing that. That's enough for that. Quarterback, I'm not too worried about. Halfback, let's just go through here. You never know. We might find a kid who really liked us. That's as far as I'm going to go. We're a Pac-10 school. It's time for us to start recruiting 5- and 4-star kids if we can. If they're interested, though. That's the key. Fullback, we're going after the one that seemed to like us, and we're down to the 2 stars, so I'm not too worried about that. Wide receiver, I don't think anybody will be interested because we got so many bodies, and it's not looking that way. Tight end, I'm surprised not many are interested. Here's a 3-star kid. Washington. Can he catch? Yes. 4.65, A+. We got to get this kid. I'm going to go ahead and put a scholarship on him. Maybe he'll put us in his top 5. Man, that's an ideal tight end for us. Tackle. That's as far as I'll go as the 3 stars. Okay, that's enough there. Guard. Ton of 4-star guards. 3-star. Okay. Center, you think you may see somebody here. And nothing. Here's a 2-star kid out of California. 500, 640. I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Defensive end, we got the bodies there. I'm not too worried about it. Defensive tackle, let's see if we can find anybody. Here's a 3-star defensive tackle, 6'1", 288 out of California. His squat's better, but his bench press is not as good. I don't like his size. Excellent discipline. His potential is good. But we got 3 sophomores, but we need some bodies there too. Let's go ahead and just put a scholarship on them. I got a ton of scholarships left anyways. Let's just keep going. We may get lucky, find somebody who just likes us, and I like their attributes, their numbers. Middle linebacker, I'd love to see a couple guys here. Just not much there. Cornerback. 4-star kid. 5'11". I don't care if he's 5'11". Let's see what his numbers are. Yeah, we got to get this kid. His hands are A-. I wonder if that translates. I don't know. His awareness is good. He's not the tallest. I still wouldn't mind putting a scholarship on him. So we'll do that. We'll just see if he puts us in his top 5. Let's go to head the free safety. I think we're okay at free safety, but you just never know. Here's a 3-star free safety out of California. JUCO. I'm not going to bother. And like, here's this 3-star kid. 6'7", 185. Golly. I'd love to scat him, but his arrow didn't move whatsoever, which isn't good. And we're down to the 2 stars, so. Kicker. I'm kind of okay with, like, here's a 3-star punter. Kid out of Washington. I'd love to have this kid. Let's see if we move in his top 5 after doing that, though. Here's another 3-star punter. I think we have a chance to get this kid right here if he puts us in his top 5. His accuracy's terrible. And he's from Idaho, but that's still local-ish. Okay, that's all of the uninterested. Let's go back to the interested prospects. So I've recruited all the 3- and 4-stars. So I've got a scholarship in all of them. And I got a ton left over. Let's go ahead and get a body for a strong safety. Let's go after needs. Okay, now let's go back here and look. we got to take a chance on some athletes. I don't mind putting scholarships on these guys because if you've seen it several times in the past with me, you just never know with these kids and what they like and how they can produce for you. Okay, we'll go after those two. The 1-stars, I don't know, feels like you're really taking a shot with them. But I've had plenty of success with 2-stars, so we'll leave it at that. How many points? I got a ton of points left. I may use those. Ooh, that kid's terrible. How many points do I got left? 82 points. Not one tight end's interesting. We got... Let's just scout some more of these. California. 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 So let's look at if anybody liked my pitches. This kid did, and I'm already sent in the house. Guard. Let's keep looking here. None of them are like the program prestige. 436.70. That's not very strong. 386.20. That's actually the best of the bunch. This guy right here. And I got 5 guards. It's the center that I care about most. Let's look at all these here. Out of California, California, and we're down to the 1-star. So let's go here. Uh, 405, 620, 460, 640. So this kid's better. 420, 605. So let's put a scholarship on this kid. I'm not worried about defensive end. Defensive tackle. This kid's not big enough. This kid's big enough, but he probably... Yeah. Just not strong enough. Ain't smart enough. Middle linebacker. This kid likes... We got to go after this kid. We'll go program prestige. 4.56. Yes. 6'2", 246. Looks like a future defensive end. Always over-recruit on your middle linebackers just because they got the strength and the size to be a defensive end or something else. These corners, let's go to strong safety. That's more important right now. Let's just scout some of these. Is that the kid from Illinois that I scouted? No, never mind. I'm not going to do the 1-stars. We're going to do 2-stars and up. Let me just look here real quick to see if anybody liked my pitch. This kid liked my pitch. 6'3", 204, 443. Yes, yes, yes. From Oakland, California, we're going to go all in on this kid. He likes our program prestige. Good deal. So that's 3. That's good enough for now. The kickers. Neither one liked our program prestige, but I could take either one in terms of their leg. Let's do the minimum. We're going to do coach prestige this time, and we'll do coach prestige. It's always safe. When in doubt, just do coach prestige and program prestige. Then you run out of those, then you know you can kind of go from there. But it's always a safe bet to go after one of those two. B and B, that's not terrible. I'd prefer... Oh, gosh, we need a body there because he's terrible. Well, we may just wait. We got a senior, and we don't punt a ton. I think we could find better. B&B's not all that good. So I think we're okay. So now I got 9 points. Let me just go back to current targets and go all in, like on this kid right here. We'll go there. We can't do any more for him. We'll do 2 points for him. Okay, that's a great second week. I'm super stoked about that. Thought we done good there. Okay, we may get lucky here, and we may get a commitment or two, but I like the current target list. I think we're going to actually fill some needs, even though those players may not be the greatest in the world. I wish we'd get a center or two, but we got bodies at guard that we can move over, so I'm not too worried about that. Strong safety, I'd love to get a couple of those guys. That would be nice. A couple of those middle linebackers, that would be great. Unfortunately, no receiver wants to bother to come, but we got bodies at least. It looks like we're going to be running a little more power shoot than the spread stuff. I got bodies at receiver, just not great bodies. So you're going to see a lot of probably ace big twins, the big four, ace big twins, ace normal, ace twins, and gun ace. The only time I may use the spread sets is I may just put a tight end in the slot. We'll just see how all that goes, because I do have one fairly decent tight end. So he could be playing a ton for us. I'd love to get a couple commitments out of the way. That'd be great. We did have a handful of guys that did like our program prestige. Awesome. Craig Thomas, 6'6", 202. The future of the Cougar offense. I'm going to do some awesome things with this kid. Elite 11 prospect. Unbelievable. A+, A+. Oh my gosh, that's just perfect. We just are given a gift with this player right here. Tackle. Dang it, I went back. Let's go to current targets. Let's go back down to the bottom here. That kid was going to go to USC. I kind of expected that. So we got a kicker. Awesome. A-, A-, so we don't have to go back to the other kicker. And this tackle. He's big and he's strong and he's, yes, every bit of that. So that worked out great. Awesome. Okay. Let's stick with here. First of all, I want to go back to interested prospects. That punter. Awesome. I made his list. He was originally, I was not on his top 5. We'll go coach prestige at least. We'll put a scholarship on him. Okay, now let's go back to current targets. Let's do coach prestige for this kid. Now let's look. Let's do USC, Auburn, Iowa. I don't know. We'll go with playing time or local location, since he's a Washington kid. Washington, USC, Stanford. That's a lot of West Coast schools. We'll do location since he's local. Defensive tackle. He'll program prestige. Yes. All in on that kid. We need a body there anyways. Yes. He might have been it might have already been that program prestige. I can't remember. Awesome. This kid loves our location. Yes. Washington, let's just go ahead and do location for him. My TV went out on me there for a minute. Fullback, we still don't know on him. He's California. But it's all West Coast except for Ohio State. So let's just go do location for him as well. Washington kid. Georgia Tech's an oddball out of that bunch, but it's all West Coast, more or less. Let's do location for him. California kid, a lot of West Coast schools. Let's do location. California kid, a lot of West Coast schools. Let's do location. Middle linebacker, all in on the program prestige. Washington kid, this is the other kicker. I may be able to put him over to, we already got our one kicker, and I don't need a... And, ooh, he doesn't like one of our pitches. Okay, let's just withdraw the offer. We don't really need him. Strong safety. We need this kid in the worst way. We got to go back and get another strong safety, too. California, all West Coast teams. Let's go location. Washington State, Kansas, Washington, Colorado. That's kind of all the middle of the place. Canada, I don't know. Let's do playing time or location. If this thing could get out of the way. Let's do location for, let's do playing time. So was that all of them? Did I miss one? Location. And playing time. So that's all of them. Yes. So I got 39 points. So we got to go back. I'm going after... I need to go after another strong safety. Let's go back and see if anybody else was halfway interested, and they really weren't. So let's go strong safety here. 6'6", 183. Let's go after him. Yes. Let's do 16 points for now. Put a scholarship on him. See if he may like program prestige out of the gate. So out of these three, which one do I like? 448. He's much bigger, and he's, yes. Let's go coach prestige for him. What else do I need? I also need a center. I'm going after one. Let's go back to the centers. Kid out of Canada, but he really likes me. I'm at the top of his list. Let's just go ahead and go after him. We need bodies there. This kid's so small. 426.05, 405.620. It's like neither here nor there, but let's put a scholarship on this kid though. He's a local kid, but we need the bodies. Fullback, gosh, I hate to waste too much on this, but kid out of Illinois went down. It's almost like he got upset we didn't recruit him. B, D, just way out of the way. 6'3", 198. Just not much there. They may put a walk on here. It wouldn't shock me. I don't want that to happen. I want to at least get one guy. Let's just do that. Just get something on there. Okay, there's no more yellow lines anywhere. I got 6 points to play with, so let's just go back to current targets. And max out anybody that I can max out. Let's go 4 points on this kid. 4 points for him. Let's go 4 points for him. That gets us down to a point. We can't really use that anywhere. Okay. That was a pretty good week. We got 4 commitments. That's awesome. We got a handful of other current targets that liked our pitches, whichever ones they were. We can see if we can get a commitment or 4 out of those. And just keep on going. The best find that we saw out of the non-interested prospects was that punter. Local kid, 3 stars. About as good as you can ask for a punter. I think we have a good chance of getting him. And we need a body there. That way I could probably cut a punter or 2. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, but recruiting is going to be real interesting in this. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's going to be a challenge. There's not a whole lot of talent up in the Northwest. California is going to be heavily relied on, but it's still going to cost me a little extra to recruit there because I'm 2 states away. So I may be recruiting nationally, but winning cures a lot of that stuff. I may have to spend a little more points than usual going after some other kids, but it is what it is. That just adds to the challenge of trying to take over Washington State and turn them into a national power. I think I can do it. We'll see how it goes. Let's see if we can get a commitment or 2 right here. I'm super excited for that Craig Davis. He's the future quarterback for me. Ideal. Awesome. We got an athlete, 2-star kids, but we got a body of strong safety, and we got a big middle linebacker who may move down the defensive end in the future. He probably ain't going to play any next year, but he's got potential at least. If you look here, good and average, good average, good. The JUCO athlete. Who knows where this kid's going to play? We're about to find out. My guess probably strong safety. He's got good hands, though, so who knows? But we got bodies there. We got commitments. Okay, let's go back to current targets. Everybody moved up. That's cool. Nobody went down. Here's a kid that went down. Whatever reason. Do I have anybody that... Ooh, bunch of kids. Defensive tackle, tight end, fullback, and the athlete went to Washington. So, 64. Okay, let's just go back through all of these. Coach Prestige, awesome. We're going to go all out with him. Location, good deal. That worked. Location, good deal. That worked. Location, good deal. That worked. Ooh, what does he like? Stanford, Virginia Tech, USC, SMU. I don't know what he likes, to be honest. It's a little bit all over the place. Playing time, we could try it. Let's try playing time, see if he likes that. Strong safety, let's have to do 16 for now. About to run out of points already. Let's do there. Let's just do Iowa, Miami. That's in Ohio. Vanderbilt. He's all over the place. What does he like? Playing time, I guess. We'll do playing time. Maybe all of them need centers. Another center. That's local, but he didn't. Oh, we can do location. Another center. He liked our location. Let's do 8 points there. We got to, yes. And here's a fullback. I'm out of points. Let's got to go. We'll go here. And we need the body of fullback. He did. If things aren't going his way, he shuts down. Oh, is that a pitch? We currently prestige card. He wasn't in. What I may do, I can always move a halfback over. I don't think we're going to get that kid, so I'm just going to not bother. Okay. I got 9 points to play with. Let's go to instant prospect just see if something crazy happened. Here's another punter. No, he's the one that didn't. No, we're not going to bother. Fullback. It's not looking too good for any of these. So I'm not going to bother. I think we'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about it. Let's just go back to current targets. And let's max out what we need to max out. We're doing the 30 for him. 15 for him. Yes. Yes. Let's do 8 points for him. Yes. 2 points. We're down to next to nothing, so I don't know if I'll be able to use these last 2 points. Here we go. We can use a point right there. Okay. We got 1 more week to go. We got 7 commitments plus 8, so we can get about another 6 more. That'd be great. That means I really don't have to cut anybody. I think we could do that. We got a few commitments we'll probably get right here. Then we'll probably get a few more on the week 5. So my point distribution may work out perfectly for the amount of players we're getting and what we need. Technically, we only needed the 13. So it looks like we'll probably get close to that. But you better believe I'm going to recruit like gangbusters for Washington State. I don't know if a lot of 4- and 5-star kids will want to come, but I'm going to try. We're in the Pac-10. There's no excuses. We got to go big time. It's hard to go win a ton with 3- and 4-star at a big-time level. You got to get some studs, and we're going to need it. The Pac-10, USC's dominant. I mean, there's a handful of teams that are really good in the conference, so it's going to be a challenge to get up there and try to win the conference, but it'll probably take us a couple years. Looks like USC has no... they're not going to slow down anytime soon. All right, cross your fingers. Let's see if we can get some commitments. We need some safeties in the worst way. Strong safeties. A center would be nice. That way I don't have to move somebody over. Awesome. 4-star corner, baby. Yeah. We got that 3-star punter who didn't originally have us in his top 5. That's what you get for scouting that second week. Those non-interested guys. Outside linebacker, 3-star, Washington, California. Strong safety, a body at least. That's what we need. And a 2-star middle linebacker who may do something down the road for us somewhere. Awesome. So now what that means is we got 1 more spot left to fill, but I'm going to over-recruit a little bit if I can because we still need the bodies. Because if you go to our returning players, dang it, if I hit the right button. If you go to returning players, we got a ton of players that are terrible. Look at all this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 guys that are 68 and below. That's not good enough for what we're trying to do. So a couple of these guys, especially if they're like a senior, I think this senior punter, no offense to him, but he's probably going to get replaced. So, okay, let's go back to current targets, and let's try to finish this thing out. I got 6 scholarships on top of the ones that I'm still going after. Center, I still need a center, don't I? I'm still going after a couple, though. Okay, another middle linebacker. We're going to go all in. I guess coach style for this kid? Let's go back and look. Stanford, USC, they're not a... Is he an academic guy? It can't be academics because look at his awareness. It's terrible. So we're going to go coaching style. Location. We're going to... let's do the... Yeah, leave it there for now. Let's just do location for this kid. He's Canada. That's close-ish. Now, it's all of Canada. So if somebody out in Toronto likes us, I don't understand how location would be a factor, but whatever. We're going to have to do... I'm about to run out of points. Let's go California. Let's just go playing time. Okay, now we can go back and fill out the rest, what I didn't use. I got 30 points. I'm going to wait because we don't know what he likes yet. We're good there. Just making sure. We don't know yet. We're going to do the 30 for him because we got to get him. We don't know. And we're done. Now let's go to instant prospects. Just in case, here's the punter. Tight end, defensive tackle. We were underwhelmed with his understanding of the game. 470, 670. We got the 4. Okay. We got 42 in the fold, so let's just go back and take our chances with the rest of these guys. So let me go back. We're good here. Let's just go 8 points for him. We're good there. Let's do 8 points for the center. We're down to 3 points left. And that's it. We can't max out anybody else, so we're good. That's it. Okay. If we get a few more commitments, that should load us up. We only needed one more spot to fill. So I'd love to get a few of these other guys to commit. So maybe I can cut some of those guys in the 50s. Again, I hate to cut players, but it is what it is. So once the recruiting part is done, what we're going to do is save it, and then we're going to finish out the position changes and the training, and then I'll let you go, and then we're going to have a lot of fun in preseason. I can't wait. I got to think about who we're going to schedule out of the gate. I want to take on a top 10 team somewhere. I may go take on SMU. I eventually want to go play them again since they're my old team. I may do that this year or another season. I don't know. I haven't really given the schedule part much thought. I want to go to the East Coast and play somebody. Take a long road trip somewhere. Otherwise, my other small non-conference games are probably against West Coast teams. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I'd love to get a couple more commitments here. That would be nice. Right now, we just need bodies because we got our back half of our roster is terrible. Man, it's bad. So I'm going to try to become the best recruiter in the country. Really go after some guys. I mean, just go all in. Because we're going to need talent in order to beat USC. I can out-scheme most teams, but it's just going to need some good bodies to try to dethrone them and try to take over the Pac-10. Middle linebacker, 3-star. Awesome. The local kid. It took him forever, but we got him in the fold. Another strong safety, another body. and a center. Thank the Lord. So we are filling needs. Awesome. Okay, let's look at top classes. USC, yay, they're 4th. Okay, let's go. Arizona State's up there. That's another team we're going to have to deal with. Stanford, 12th. What in the world? SMU. Well, of course, half of that was me bringing in 10 kids. I wonder how good they done. Can you... Oh, can't look at theirs. We are probably down at the bottom somewhere. No, we went... That's not bad. We're 40th. 2 4-star kids. Super excited about them. 16 players, so we got a few guys we're going to cut. So, I don't need to look at the view signings. We're going to look at that later. So let's finalize recruiting. So now we're right here. So now let's just go out and save it before lightning strikes. Oh, I'm super excited. Really excited of what we can do here. I'm excited about the run and shoot. I'm excited about the 4-2-5. I hope I can stick with the 4-2-5. Like I said, I haven't practiced with it much, but I just want to do something a little bit different on defense. And just, just new everything across the board. Should be a lot of fun. Get to throw the ball around some. Get my passing fix in. Get to throw deep. Going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I'm excited for the challenge, just because it's going to be so hard to recruit here on a yearly basis. Okay, let's go back. I'll see the position changes. We got 72 players, so we're going to cut a couple. So, Craig Thomas, I called him Greg Davis. I'm an idiot. Craig Thomas, 80 overall, 70 speed. I told you, I guessed right on that. It would be about 70. But his throwing power, 95 and 90. He's already got the best arm on the team. Golly. But he's not going to start. We've got Jenkins. He'll be our starter for a couple years. So I can redshirt this guy, which is great. So we're not going to touch any of these. We're good here. Halfback, the true freshman, 70, 90 speed. He's weak. Man, he's just little. He can catch okay. Just not what we really needed for the offense. But maybe he could be a special teams guy down the road. So I'm not going to do anything there yet. Didn't end up getting a fullback nowhere. I wonder if this kid, I'd love to move him, but I'm afraid it ain't going to end well. But I don't. They're going to give us a couple walk-ons at fullback, and you can't get rid of them. So I don't know. I'll have to think of something. Maybe those athletes. I might have to move an athlete or two to the fullback if they're not good enough to do anything else. Receiver, nothing happened here. We didn't get anybody, so this is kind of staying put. Hopefully some of these players will improve in training. Nothing happened here. We didn't get anybody new. 74 overall. That's not bad for a little 3-star kid. At least he's humongous. He's already pretty much the strongest kid in the unit. I do need to think about moving. Let's see. Who's going to be my starter? He's a left tackle. One of these two is going to start at left or right tackle. Let's go right tackle. Let's do left tackle. We'll have our true freshman backing up Newsom. That's fine. And have these two at right tackle. Guard. We didn't get anybody here, but one of these guys has to be left guard. 6'3", 312. This guy's definitely the strongest. We're running and we're throwing, so we just need to find the best lineman we can. So, to be honest, wow, this kid's a brick house. Pass block is really good. Let's just put him at left guard. Right guard, left guard. That's fine. Centers, true freshman, 68. Now, I can either move one of these over, like 70. Is it worth it? I mean, his ratings will go up a little bit if I... Oops, I went the wrong way. 72. 72. 72. And 68. So all three of these guys are 72. A senior, I can make use of him. Let's move a senior over. That makes a lot of sense. He's a starter. This senior will never play much this year unless I move him to center. So let's move him to center. That works out good. I hope that made sense to everybody. He's a senior. If I kept him at guard, he would never play. Now he's moving over here. At least he'll be able to play a little bit. So I can make use of him somehow. So I like all of that. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. Defensive end, we got a ton of guys here. I didn't end up getting any in the offseason, or did I? Look at the numbers. No, I didn't. Okay. Gosh, it's a ton of bodies. 84, right in, left. Let's do a left, right, left. It really doesn't matter at this point. I'm just trying to even them out a little bit. Defensive tackle, we didn't get the guy that we wanted. I wish we would have got him. 74, there's just not many bodies there. It's going to be tough. That's going to be a priority in the preseason. Now, here's one thing I don't know about the 4-2-5. I don't know if it's the left outside linebacker. Oh, it did. Oh, it done it automatically. That is cool. You see what I'm saying here? This is a first for me. If you're running a 4-3, it shows left outside linebacker, middle linebacker, and right outside linebacker. This just shows left outside linebacker, or just outside linebacker. OLB, not LOLB or ROLB. That's cool. It actually fixes it for you. So now I could just put all my outside linebackers in this one spot right here. Well, that's cool. Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Good deal. Okay. Defensive end. Let's look here. I know junior, senior, none of them have any speed whatsoever. And I got way too many middle linebackers. So let's move some of these guys to defensive end. We can't do this freshman, 62 overall, but he will move the defensive end. Freshman, we can't move him yet. We got to wait till next year. 6'1", 223, 6'2", 224. Like, this guy's perfect for it. Ooh, I may do that. 84 and 80, because he's got, gosh. What is their size? 6. Oh, gosh. I want to use this guy. He ain't going to play much unless I move him. But he's not big enough. I don't want to move him. He's got better awareness. But he's not as fast. He's a little bit slower. That's a tough position right there. I want to move this guy to defensive end. I think he would kill it for a couple of years down there. I think he would kill it. I got bodies here, and the awareness is more important for me right now. But I got bodies there too. I just worried about the speed. With the 4-2-5, I'm afraid the strong safeties are going to do a lot of the blitzing for me, and not these guys. So, see, I want to use him, but he ain't going to play much if I have him starting. And I need to use him somehow. Let's just move him to defensive end. I'm okay with that. Here he is. Put him at left end. And he's going to shoot up, hopefully. Middle linebacker, I'm okay. I don't mind Brunfield starting next year. Okay, corner. Well, now we picked up a stud here. An 80 overall. Awesome. This kid's going to be a stud for us. May start for us out of the gate. I like what I'm seeing here. I may drop somebody. Free safety. We didn't see any changes here. We didn't get anybody new. 72, 70, sophomore. John Hodges, 70. 2 true freshmen starting out of the gate. 72 and 70. I wonder if this kid right here, 70. Like, this kid is not going to play any this year. Because I'm going to run 4-2-5 on every single down. So he'll never see the field. But he's got some talent to him. If I move him the corner or the safety, that means I can redshirt one of these kids. can see he... I think that'll work. True freshman. That's a lot of safeties. I'm going to do that. I don't need that many corners. So I was okay with that. At least I can use them some. Like this strong safety. Yeah, I know. 72. We'll leave him there. Junior. 72. I'm okay. I don't mind a couple freshmen doing a lot of the work there. So we'll just see how all that plays out. Kicker, true 68. It's better than this kid. I'm probably going to cut this kid. He's a sophomore. Awesome. 70. I'm okay with that. A whole lot better than this kid. So I may take out those two special teamers. Don't ever play. Athlete. We got one kid. He could play a little quarterback. Interesting. 62. I may have to put him a fullback if he can't do much anywhere else. 72 a corner. That's obviously he's not fast enough to do it. He's 80 speed. 74. Geez, he could play safety. I need a fullback. Can he catch any? Not really. Can he run block any? Not really. I may use the twin halfback sub package in the flex bone slot. So let's go ahead and put him. Jeez. Let me look at my free safeties here. I got a senior and a junior. By the time they leave, he may be ready to play free safety. He doesn't have the speed, though. I love his size. He's more of a strong safety. He's more of an outside linebacker, to be honest. Or a strong safety. He's a junior. That's perfect. Oh, he's a junior. Let's use that. Let's take advantage of it. Let's put him a strong safety. Let's go back to strong safety. And where was the corner that I've moved over? Is it this kid right? It's a senior. It's this kid right here. Moving him back to corner. I can redshirt him. I can redshirt these two freshmen and put the senior. I can use him. That'll work out perfect. That works. Okay, good deal. Move him there. He already becomes our top strong safety. Yeah, we got to put him there. And we moved him, and we're good. Okay, that wasn't as hard as I thought. Was able to move around a guard to center. Got the athlete, the strong safety. Was able to move our big middle linebacker, humongous middle linebacker to the defensive end. That way we can use his backup senior, get him out on the field. I hope you see a theme with what I'm doing with all that. I'm just trying to get a lot of these seniors who are pretty good. I want to get them out on the field some. So did he move up? I don't think he did. I want to go back to defensive end. He didn't shoot up any, did he? He went up 3. 93 overall. Yeah, he did. My bad. You can't look at the plus or minus. You got to look at the overall. Aaron Martin. Good move, Al. Good move. 93 overall. Okay, let's go back to quarterback. Got a little excited there. Jenkins, is he our starter? Yeah, he's our starter. 2-2-2. Wade, move up a few. So that's good that we've done some training. It seemed like it's helped a little bit. Wide receiver. A few guys done okay, but they're two bad ones. That's good. They went up. Everybody went up 3 or 4. That's not bad. Right tackles went up. I got to figure out who's going to start here. Left end. We know who's going to start there. Defensive end. Looks like I may have Harris over at the other end spot. Defensive tackle. 2-2-2. Right outside linebacker. 6. They're all bad. It's always the bad ones that get the biggest jump. This guy done good. Brumfield, that was great. Great move, Al. Now he's going to be our starting middle linebacker ever since we moved down. Martin, that's awesome. That was a great move. corner, just across the board, 3s and 2s. 2s across the board. I got to figure out who's going to start a free safety for us. Probably this guy. He's faster. Strong safety. Tate Coley's true sophomore, 74. He may be my other starter. We'll see. Kicker, the punter went up 6, but he's still not good enough. Okay, let's go to cut players. And I'm going to just play it simple. We're going to just get rid of those 2 special teams guys. I mean, there's no point. This kid right here will never see the field, and he's got to start. So we'll get rid of him, and we'll get rid of this senior punter. That's perfectly fine with that. I got 2 more to get rid of. 2 more guys to get rid of. Who do I get rid of? None of the quarterbacks. None of them. Here are the 2 walk-ons. I wonder if this shows where they're from. Washington. Yep, they put on 2 local kids, which I'm fine with, but the only problem is you can't cut them later. Receiver. I know I got some really bad players somewhere. We need all these guys. We need all these guys. 62. That's a lot of defensive ends. I may go back and cut this kid right here. He's a freshman, though. Nope. Freshman, no. True freshman. He's going to move the defensive end next year. Freshman. Freshman, sophomore. Well, we're not going to make it easy. Freshman, sophomore. Two more. Let's get rid of this kid. He's 78 speed, 65 sophomore. And one more. Defensive end. We'll get rid of this kid. Okay. We'll go to depth chart. And then, I'm not worried about the depth chart really yet. We'll fix all that in the preseason video. But I do want to go through who got the jersey numbers and whatnot for the freshmen. So they're cutting players. This is going to take a little bit. So I hope you all are excited as I am. I can't wait to get this thing rolling. Get to run some of the shoot. Get to run a little 4.25. See if I can turn Washington State, which is arguably the worst coaching job in the Pac-10. One of the worst, toughest in all of the Power 5. But I'm going to find a way to get it done. It's good to see. I got plenty of bodies at strong safety. I got about 6 guys there. Bunch of freshmen. And I got that JUCO athlete that sets up perfect. He's going to play for us for a couple years there. That's awesome. We got a quarterback of the future, Craig Thomas, CT. I wonder what his number's going to be. With the run and shoot, we are going to throw the ball quite a bit, if we got the bodies for it. See if we can break all of Ryan Leaf's records. I'm sure his records are still intact in this game. Oh, gosh, I'm excited. Get to run some of the shoot. The full shoot. Every bit of the shoot. Undershoot. Gun shoot. Triple shoot. Parachute. Just thinking of all the plays we're going to be running. You're still going to run the same 5 or 6 plays just from all the different formations. Get tight ends. And I've had a lot of requests the past year or so. Hey, can you run a tight end oriented offense? Well, you're about to see it. And then some. So I know tight end is definitely a priority for me. In preseason, halfback, I want to get some stronger dudes there. I don't like the depth we have right now. Receiver, I need some studs. Our receiving core is not the best right now. Defensive tackle, I'd like to have some better bodies there. I feel okay about defensive end. Middle linebacker, we got bodies. Outside linebacker, I'm not too worried about that. Free safety, I wouldn't mind having a really good guy there. We got 2 upperclassmen that'll be gone eventually. I like the cornerback we did pick up. And we're good at special teams. Both kickers that we got, they're not the best in the world, but they're good enough for what we're trying to do. So unless I come across another kicker that's like A+ across the board, I'll go after him. Other than that, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Hopefully we won't have to kick a whole lot except for extra points. And rolling recruits, it takes forever to do this, but it's got to be done. So smart move, moving Martin down the defensive end. That was pretty obvious there. He's our best player on the team. I'm quite positive of that. His awareness is 52, but everything else is... He's so humongous and strong. We're going to go through all that in the next video. I'm not worried about that. And now the last thing we're going to look at is the rosters. We'll look at the freshmen and see their numbers. That's always... I don't like to change those numbers. I'm sure I used to do that. Then I always regret it later on. I'm like, well, he didn't really pick it. And so I just let the computer handle it. I don't worry about that part too much. But it's always fun and neat to see what type of random numbers they'll pick, depending on the position. Get to see those beautiful maroon. Now, here's one thing about their jerseys. They got a completely different set of away uniforms than they do home uniforms. I think they got... It's red for home uniforms. They got the gray helmet and the red on red uniform. Then the away uniform is the pants stay the same color. They're red. Of course, you got a white jersey. But then I think you got a red helmet for the road games, which is pretty cool. And they may even have alternate jerseys too. I'm not quite sure. We'll find that out in a game or so. Okay. Impact guy, quarterback. That's very helpful. Number 10, Craig Thomas. He's going to break some records for me. We're going to redshirt him this year, though. We won't need him because we got this stud. Halfback, that true freshman, he's 27. Fullback, these guys will never see the field. We're going to do the double halfback. Woolridge and Wade are both going to get a lot of playing time this year. We didn't get any receivers, tight ends, no freshman here. We got a freshman here, 70, Roger Vaughn. Guard, we didn't get a freshman there. 62 for our true freshman center, Scott Stovall. No freshman there, no freshman here. Chad Wright, 50. Ideal outside linebacker. Because I'm pretty sure we're still going to do some outside blitzing with this guy. I could be dead wrong, but either way, I'm super excited for him. I don't like his awareness, but he's a freshman. You know, what do you do? I may end up redshirting because we're only running one outside linebacker. And he's obviously not as good enough as Weiser is. Middle linebacker, we got a ton of guys here. 45 for Pearson. 48, 44 for those middle linebackers. 18. That's an awesome number for a corner. That you normally don't see that. You usually see a really low number or something in the 20s. So it's either 1 through 9 or 21 through whatever. This guy's 18, so that's kind of rare for a corner. So that's pretty cool. Number 3, that's more like it for a corner. Free safety, I didn't get anybody there. Okay, 24 for Tate Coley. This is the JUCO kid, Philip Estes. Their awareness is better than the other 2 freshmen down here, which is 20 and 7. Awesome. Number 7. I think this guy may do something for me down the road. But we could redshirt these 2 guys and have these 2 sophomore and junior that we can have them start. Awesome. That actually worked out pretty good. Kicker, 42. I'm perfectly fine with that. 40 for punter. I'm perfectly fine with that. That means we got a lot of guys in the 40s, which means you may see some linebackers later on get some other weird numbers. So that's pretty cool. So overall, looking at our roster, we've got a couple guys in the 90s, several in the 80s, So we'll have some bodies to work with. It's just going to be a tough year against these other teams, because if you look at USC, we can look at it real quick. 90s, 80s, woo! They got a lot of bodies on the field. Let's look at Washington, our big rival. Then I'll let you go, just out of curiosity. I don't think they're having a good dynasty so far. Looks like we got better talent than they do. We may be able to beat them. Okay. That was a ton of fun. I'm super excited. I'm proud to be a Cougar. I hope you're excited to, ride this ride with me. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Run and shoot 4-2-5. Let's do it. I'll talk to you later.